Am I the jerk for making a pregnant woman move from my reserved train seat? Okay, so this happened just a few hours ago, and I've finally calmed down. I really hate conflict. Basically, I was traveling for about 5 hours, so I booked my train ticket in advance to make sure I had a reserved seat. When I got on the train, a woman was sitting in my seat. I politely told her that I believed it was my seat, showed her my ticket, and asked her to move. She checked her ticket and said she must have sat in the wrong seat, and then she put her head down. I repeated that it was my seat and asked if I could please sit there. At that point, her partner, who was sitting across from her, started speaking to me in what I perceived as an aggressive tone. He suggested that I find another seat. There weren't any available because the train was packed. I explained that I had booked that specific seat and there were no others. He raised his voice and said someone else was in their seats and that his partner was pregnant. I acknowledged that I understood and that I have a heart condition, so everyone has their own medical issues and reasons why standing for long periods might be difficult. Here's where I could be the jerk. I asked him not to speak to me aggressively and that I would file a complaint. He started cursing at me and I asked him to stop. Eventually, the woman stood up and allowed me to sit in the seat, but he continued to berate me, saying he hoped I felt good about myself and that I was quiet now that I had my seat. Really, I just stopped engaging because there seemed to be no point. One of the men sitting next to him offered that he and his partner could sit in the seats across from me. It was a table seat, so he sat his partner down and then laughed at me and pointed in my face. Eventually, when the ticket inspector came around, they were asked to move to their assigned seats. She asked if I was okay because another passenger had filed a complaint on my behalf. So, am I the jerk? Should I have just left them alone since she was pregnant? Did I in any way escalate the situation? Edit. I don't know how many comments I'll be able to respond to, but I want to sincerely thank everyone who has engaged with this post. I've learned a lot about myself and how my anxiety and overthinking can get in the way of trusting my decisions. I honestly came into writing this thinking that I escalated the situation. To have people affirm that I was just standing my ground and that it's okay has been really gratifying. It has taught me that I still have a way to go with standing up for myself and not being such a people pleaser. If I don't get to respond, just know that I appreciate your engagement with my post. This has really helped to calm me down and give me insight after an incredibly stressful situation.